think the first thing to say is obviously it's devastating for those individuals whose jobs are going to go, and obviously the impact on those communities. Many of those people will have had fathers, grandfathers, and huge numbers of family members who've worked in those yards and dedicated their lives to it. So obviously very sad, but it does raise a number of questions about what it means for the capacity of our country to build the warships that it needs, and those are some of the questions that need to be answered. We're at the peak of shipbuilding with respect to the Navy, and I know that the unions and the company have been in close negotiations about what that means for the future. But of course it's very important to remember that whatever outcome you reach, there has to be a situation where you maintain the skills and the capability of a yard to build those warships. You can't turn this off and on like a tap. So I want to know, and the Defence Secretary will have to explain what it means in terms of this rationalising of the industry, what it means in terms of our capacity and capability to build the warships that we need in this country to keep our country safe and secure. Well, of course, you can always work with other countries in terms of putting together big defence equipment, so you could do that with respect to ships. But I think there's an important principle here. And the important principle is that this country has a proud record in its shipyards of building the warships that this country needs. We need to ensure that we keep across the whole of Britain that capability and that capacity to build those ships that we need to keep our country safe and secure and to defend our interests across the world. That's a fundamental principle, and whatever the announcements today, whatever the decisions that are made today, we need to ensure that that remains. I think this has to be about a commercial decision that's made by the company with the unions and indeed the involvement of the government to ensure that the best decision is made in terms of maintaining, as I say, that ability for us to build the ships that we need. It's on that basis those decisions have to be made, and that basis alone.